Tommy Devito continues to get it done, man. The Giants beat the Packers 24-22. Tommy DeVito, he's running New York right now. I want to let everyone know that right now. And somehow, some way, the Giants might have a chance at a playoff run. I've been talking about it these past couple weeks, but the more dubs we get, the more it seems like it's coming into fruition, and it's crazy to think about, man. Before we dive into that, man, subscribe down below. Road to 10K, still active, man. Like the video. Comment down below your thoughts on Tommy Cutlets, and let's dive straight into it. The Giants came into Monday night taking on the Packers. And now, something that we know about the Giants in prime time, we tend to not do too well outside of last season. In prime time, we don't really win games, especially on Monday night. It was 8 straight losses. Yesterday did snap that streak. And with Tommy DeVito coming in and us coming off of a bye week after winning 2 weeks, we really thought that, hey, maybe we can beat the Packers, but the Packers have looked good. They've been winning a couple games themselves as well, beating teams like the Chiefs and beating teams like the Lions. But there's a reason why you play the games anyways. The Giants looked like they were undermatched. The Giants looked like, obviously they're heavy underdogs, but they were able to squeak out the W. The Giants defense, I just want to say, bravo to the defense, man. Ever since Wink had the whole thing with Brian Daboll that Wink and Brian Daboll are on the same page, the defense has still been balling. Granted, we haven't been playing the top teams in the league anyways, but nevertheless, man, the defense looks great. Shout out to Kayvon Thibodeau. Dexter Lawrence was clearly on limited snaps, but still, you see him knocking over. He's just a wrecking ball, man. You see him knocking over offensive linemen. They don't know what to do when they stand in front of him. Shout out to the defense overall. Deontay Banks had a good pass breakup, had a couple tackles as well. Overall, the defense played very well. And that was with the offense / other turnovers, putting them in bad situations. And the Giants defense still stood their ground, didn't give up too many touchdowns. And we'll talk about that Saquon Barkley fumble in a little while. But shout out to the offense. We turn to the offense, man. Tommy DeVito, once again. I cannot talk about it enough. A couple of weeks ago, I said, y'all need to chill out with Tommy DeVito hype, all those different things. But right now, like I said, he got New York on a string right now. Whether or not he's a Giants quarterback for the future, whether or not he's going to be on this team for the future, listen, he's marketing himself, and also he's going to make himself some money, whether it's going to be a backup or playing somewhere else. It sounds crazy to think that he's going to even be playing somewhere else or anything. Let's take it from the moment right now. But he's looked good. He's looked good. I made a video the last week talking about the whole shots that he's been able to throw, throwing the ball deep, giving his guys a chance. But that ball to Isaiah Hodgins, rolling out to the right, tossing that dime for a touchdown, I was genuinely surprised. I was, because I didn't expect them to. When you go back and you watch Tommy DeVito, every time he rolls out, he's tucking the ball and running. And you even seen it this game. Granted, when he tucked the ball and ran, it was successful. But previously, on his first couple starts, if he's rolling out, he's not looking downfield, he's just running. So to see him roll out, be able to throw that ball on a line to Isaiah Hodgins in the corner of the end zone, man, that throw was special. And I'm just glad that we have a quarterback that's willing to take those shots right now. It's refreshing to see. And this offense actually looked competent. The first half was a little ugly. First half was real ugly, if I'm going to be honest. Saquon Barkley couldn't get anything going on the ground. Tommy DeVito was missing throws. You saw a missed throw to Wan'Dale Robinson. But in the second half, they definitely turned it up, and a big reason why is for guys like Wan'Dale Robinson. Wan'Dale Robinson played phenomenal as well. Over 100 yards altogether when it came to taking those end arounds, when it came to catching the ball. Wan'Dale Robinson looked really good. The couple of sideline grabs that he had, I was like, that sideline grab that they ended up challenging, I was like, that was a crazy catch. And he was acting like, snap the ball, snap the ball. I didn't get my feet down, but he got it down clearly, clear as day. Wan'Dale Robinson, man, he really turned up. And even when you see that game clincher that set up that field goal drive, man, one-on-one, that guy was not going to be able to guard him. Wan'Dale Robinson's too shifty, too fast, and clearly, he beat his man. So shout out to Wan'Dale Robinson once again. Saquon, he had a good, solid game when he couldn't get the ground game going for a while. That fumble was one of the weirdest plays I've seen, because when I saw it, I'm like, he's down. Clearly he's down. But when they were talking about, hey, he went down by himself, so he's still a runner, so the ball is technically still a fumble, I was just like, Saquon Barkley does not fumble. That was his third lost fumble in his whole career. At 5 years now, 5 or 6 years now. And that was his own third fumble. Nobody would have been able to guess that, man. Nobody would have been able to guess that. So that fumble was a little weird. He did make a great play on that play to make two guys miss. And, you know, obviously I was saying it in that drive. If we score a touchdown on that drive, we punch it in. That's a kill shot. That's a kill shot right there. But unluckily, Saquon ended up fumbling the ball. If I'm going to talk about anything else on this team right now, I got to be honest. The offensive line does deserve their kudos. You know, Tommy DeVito didn't take any sacks. It was one play that he was just able to get to the line of gain. So it didn't count as a sack. But overall, the offensive line held up. Andrew Thomas, you know, Andrew Thomas is locking stuff down on a sprained MCL. It doesn't matter what it is. That left side is taken care of regardless. But now the rest of the offensive line actually held up their part. And when I think back, obviously I think back to a couple of weeks ago on Thanksgiving Day, the Packers defense made it a living hell for the other team they were playing. For the Lions on that one day, they were making a living hell against the Lions. So to see them, you know, come into MetLife and the offensive line hold up the way they did, I was genuinely surprised. And I'm glad. I'm glad because they let their quarterback make a couple plays. And once again, Tommy DeVito didn't throw for 300 yards. He didn't run for 200, but he ran for 60 to 70 yards on the ground, threw for around $150, $160, and we get the job done. And that was the same exact type of game that you would have seen us play last year. Last year, we had games like that, grinded out games that, you know, it's back and forth, but somehow, some way, the Giants continue to make plays and we continue to leave out with the dub. It's not a high-flying offense. It's not an offense that's going to go put up 30 points, but it gets enough just to get the W. That was a game like last year. So shout out to the Giants, man. Shout out to Tommy Cutlets. Let me know what you guys think down below, man. Is a playoff hype real? Is a playoff train real? At this point, we have to be questioning it. We're one game out from being we're one game out from being in the wild card spot. Now we're sitting at 5-6, I believe, or 5-8. My apologies. We're sitting at 5-8. And we do play the Saints, who that's one of the teams that's ahead of us. Obviously, we own the tiebreaker with the Packers. There's a lot that has to happen for us to even get into the playoffs, but the fact that it's still even a chance, remember, y'all, going into this game, we were either going to, if we lose, we're in the top 4, or if we win, we're one game out. Like, it's crazy to think that the Giants are in this spot. The NFC is clearly not up to par right now. The NFC, super top heavy. Everybody else under it kind of falls, and they have a tied record. So let me know what y'all think on that, man. Once again, I will be coming back with more content. Your boy got married. Your boy got married this past weekend, man. So I've been a little AFK, but I will be back for sure. And we're looking to get to 2,000 before the end of the year, y'all. We got a little over 28 days. My math is terrible. We got a little over 18 days to get to 2,000 subscribers. So please share this up. Subscribe if you haven't. Road to 10K so active, man. Like the video. And I got more content coming your way, man. Hope to catch you on the next one. Tommy Cutlets, keep getting it done, man. Peace.